Still looking to earn your invite for the free Players Championship? Visit ppgeventmanagement.com to learn about the different qualifiers available. From one-day events to play-on-your-own-schedule events, all events offer a buyback or cash option along with a 100% credit option redeemable towards any future pre-order at competitive prices. Grinding and getting paid to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Has never been easier. Play with the most professional worldwide tournament series today and join the online community. Come join us on Discord for assistance, info, and even discussions about future events.
Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka MBT, and we are back with the top 8 of the Pro Play Games Origins Weekend event. I am joined by the magnanimous Dale13, who has been with me through all 6 rounds of Swiss, and will be with me for the next 3 rounds of top 8 contention. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm actually really glad that both these players made it to the top 8. Yeah, we've been keeping an eye on this even before we started today. You found this one. He's like, but Dolche Guru, like, how does it even operate?
This is the 2 stupidest decks in top 8, and thank God they are playing each other. So, for those of you just joining us now, the top 8 looks like this. There are 3 Dinosaur decks, 2 Salamangreat decks, an Invoked Shadow Eldritch, a Chaos Thunder, and a GuruDolche. This GuruDolche player, exilenced, I don't know, dueling book celebrity, if you can call it that, has gone undefeated today with this extremely silly deck. And it looks like they might be winning this one as well, as their opponent, as they snipe a Bigfoot out of their opponent's hand and are able to find a hidden city off of this metaverse. The purpose behind the Madolche portion of the deck is by using the effect of Patetting Sessur, summoning the Patetting Sessur, using Patetting Sessur's effect to get a copy of Angeli, using Angeli's effect to get a copy of Hootcake, Hootcake's effect, banishing the Angeli to get a copy of a Messengelato. You can go from one activated effect in hand into a Selene and a Reborn Messengelato into an access code in a deck that has a really tough time dealing with established boards. So by doing that, they've given some sort of offense to the Subterror deck, and it has paid off unbelievably over the course of this tournament. They've been just completely dominating Salamangreat, Striker, Dinosaur, pretty much everything under the sun. Musty008, on the other hand, is playing an extremely silly deck that all relies on the newly printed Chaos Space in order to make very powerful monsters that hit very hard. That's really all there is to say about these 2 decks, honestly.
Yeah, I think you covered both of them incredibly well. We do kind of see that in the graveyard already there is the brand new Chaos Valkyria and the Chaos Space. Ooh, Cosmic Cyclone.
Yes,
That's
wanted to keep
painful.
the Chaos Space face down and not discard it to Mothman, but boy, did that not come in handy. Discarding the Phantasme, that's great news, because you will not find a use for it in this matchup.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully the Mothman is going to fix that hand, because at the moment there's not a lot of threat on board. And, well, there's light and darks in the graveyard, so a Chaos Creator is more than live. Go for another Desires.
This is a thinker, is going to bait the Fiendus from the Subterror, and then Chainlink 3, they're going to activate Final Battle to prevent negation? Yeah, that's what they're going for. And then Chainlink 4, Guru's effect to flip down this Mothman. Does that do what you want? It does. And that will end the turn of Musty008. Exilenced doing everything in their power to walk away with this before it becomes a problem. Terraforming here, grabbing another copy of Hidden City will activate Hidden City, and likely get something like a Archer from deck.
Yeah, I mean, that Archer straight away is going to deal with that Mothman without any worries. We're probably going to see the Guru smack directly to the face for 34. Oh, no, just going to go straight to the side.
All right, and a quick victory for the Guru GuruDolche deck, one thing that this deck has been fantastic at is winning in time. Guru has a really hard time pushing for game, and routinely will get run over by decks that can threaten a lethal push literally every turn. The addition of GuruDolches means that it cleans up simplified game states very, very easily. So that's what Silence has been doing all day, and what they intend to do, again, going first. This is fantastic news for them in terms of they'll be able to resolve their Subterra cards unimpeded, but it's terrible news insofar as the GuruDolche stuff does literally nothing going first. Just make some idiot link monsters.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this go off a number of times already. And both of these decks are really doing quite well. I mean, the Chaos element of the deck definitely takes Thunders to the next level. They are only missing that walking, talking Floodgate of Colossus, which I would be quite scared of right now if it was in the Chaos version.
So from here, you usually go into Selene, but like that's not very good if there's no spells on the field or in the graveyard. So instead, they're going to go for a Glass Souffle, set a Promenade, pass, which is not fantastic, but is kind of difficult to deal with for a deck whose main interaction is attacking. Enko Sekka, the normal summon, however, will pretty much just negate everything. Chaos Space, the follow-up, sending a copy of Thunder Dragon Dark. Wow, that is extremely, extremely good. The Ash Blossom is fine.
Yeah, I mean, I was...
The Lancia's Chainlink 3, that's actually killer. Neos Fusion, however, will completely resolve this board state. We can use Neos Fusion to get the spells and traps, I would imagine, then walk over the monsters on field. This is awful. 60-card deck draws the one of Elemental Hero Neos. Boy, have I been there.
I mean, yeah, I thought everything was going to go off once the Chaos Space was played and then being hit with the Ash. I was like, oh no. And then the Lancer just puts it in the... Wait, I thought that's it. I thought it was game over. But then that Neos Fusion, exactly like you said, on declaration, what?
What on earth are they going to do? The effect of Glass Souffle, they can't even like Nibiru, right? Target Hoot Cake, okay. Resolution.
So
They're going to shuffle cards from the graveyard back into the deck?
Yeah, I think it also just makes Hoot an impenetrable wall. So unless he wants to use...
I don't think that's true. The card summoned off Angeli was actually Petiting Sasur. You can still just walk over Hoot Cake.
Okay, that's an interesting choice then.
You can shuffle back the Chaos Space and Neos Fusion here. Might want to shuffle back the Thunder Dragon Dark instead. Looks like they're going for that. The Dark and the Neo. Oh, it says, let's go Neos and Thunder Dark. Yeah, I think they meant Neos Fusion, not Elemental Hero Neos.
I would like to be the Neos Fusion, because otherwise that's going to give it some built-in protection for the rainbow. That's interesting.
All right. This looks really bad. Not going to lie. Danko Sekka is a huge problem for Guru. You kind of have to have exactly Guru here, and even if you do, you're going to have to contend with Rainbow Neos, which is not easy. That's completely right. You can't go into Selene after the Patetting F. It does require your normal summon. All right, Guru time. Guru is a fantastic rip. You can use it to set down this copy of Danko and activate your set cards. If you have a set copy of Final Battle, Goes and Match is pretty good as well. If you have a set copy of Final Battle, you can use it to flip up the Guru. Looks like they don't. So if we have any spell or trap, we can activate the effect of Rainbow Neos here to shuffle the spells and traps. Promenade's going to activate here to negate the effects of Rainbow Neos, I believe. That's all right, but, like, not fantastic.
I mean, surely you can just flip Denko again, and you're good to go. We know Guru's on 16 defense.
Denko's a light, right? Guru's at 18. Yeah. We can flip up Denko, just get in for 18, and be like, what are you going to do? Chaos Fall, Kyria, the summon. Oh, cool. Did you know you can summon this by banishing Rainbow Dragon?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's one of the best chaos monsters because it requires either a light or a dark. So it's just like,
This
okay,
is
let's go.
broken.
Yeah,
You can activate Chaos Space to put back Rainbow Dragon.
I'm hoping that Musty has another Neos Fusion because thanks to Silenced, he can now play it again. If he wants to get Rainbow Neos back to the extra deck, or maybe plays 2, he can resolve the effect more than once.
That's bad. I'm not even gonna pretend like that's good. That's bad. We're gonna use Guru here. I'd imagine to get a copy of Fiendus. You can use Fiendus's effect next turn in order to reset that Guru. Ooh, Final Battle the pick instead, and then we'll get in for a fair amount of damage. If you like, you can use Rainbow Neos' effect here to shuffle back the graveyard. Unfortunately, all it's going to do is mill you for 1 because the Promenade negates its effect.
I'm confused on the battle. He must have a Guru in hand or something to get rid of Denko. Otherwise, why would you?
And that's going to be a concession. Maybe they already had the Fiendus in hand, and like there's no reason to get 2 Fienduses. Regardless, of a super quick game 1 followed by an extremely quick game 2 as well. And suddenly it is tied up.
They are not wasting any time, going straight back into game 3. This is insane. This is the fastest paced Guru player in the entire tournament. This is unreal.
All right, so the Hidden City, the start for Guru. That's obviously fantastic. Able to get Guru here, flip it up for a copy of Fiendus. Oh, nope, getting the Fiendus telegraphs that we already have the Guru. We'll activate the Hidden City's effect on this mystery set card, and likely add a Final Battle from deck to hand.
Do you fear the Denko again? I mean, the Denko just comes down and shuts it all back off.
We're going to get to see the whole thing right here. Patetting Sessur, going to activate her effect. That's going to special summon a copy of Angeli from deck. Angeli will be able to activate its effect in order to go into Hoot Cake, in order to go into Messengelato, in order to get Promenade, and we're going to have Fiendus plus Promenade for our opponent's turn with a Glass Souffle to interrupt anything they might be doing in the graveyard. Ooh, looks like we might have accidentally drawn the Hoot Cake. Rookie mistake. Alright, so no Promenade, but we will get to end on this setup.
Thinking stuff like Gozen. Yeah.
Okay. Gozen's fine. They're locked on Earth. That's very funny that the Glass Souffle is in Earth. I think actually most, if not all of them, Dolches are Earth.
No.
Thunder Dragon.
Has he got Dark like in hand? Has he got the Valkyrie?
In this telegraphs pretty much nothing.
I mean, it's one's a Thunder Dragon, possibly 2 Thunder Dragons. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So everything in the hand is pretty much a known quantity. There's only the possibility of like maybe an Ash Blossom alongside what's already on field. Those hands, that's like a puzzle, you know? If you can deal with the cards you can see face up on your opponent's field, then you win the game. If you can't, you can't.
Oh, that'll be a good start.
Okay. It's a lot. Unfortunately, they whiffed it. Be nice if that Bigfoot could have prompted something like the Guru. And what do you do from this position at resolution, you know? The Guru is not... Like, if your opponent fails to activate any more effects, you're not going to be able to negate it with Hidden City. You might have to be forced to negate this Bigfoot. Discarding Denko Sekko. Wow. Okay, double Bigfoot now.
I think maybe he wanted the Bigfoot to be hit because the Bigfoot gets hit, he can get rid of the Guru without triggering the face down battle.
True.
So that's probably the safer route.
This is weird. If you normal a Denko Sekka here, your opponent can't actually do anything, right? They can't negate effects with Hidden City because, or attacks with Hidden City because they'll have no face down monsters. They can't flip up the Subterra Final Battle in order to prevent their opponent from, or in order to make Guru's effective spell speed 2. So understanding that that is going to happen, they're going to pick Can't Be Negged and then Chainlink to activate Guru, setting down one of these Bigfoots, turning off their own copy of Fiendus, daring their opponent to have 2 things that out either Guru or exactly Glass Souffle. This is a rough setup.
Trying to think what. I mean, you could make a ding straight away. Oh, sorry, not because it's been flipped. But I was trying to think what ranks could have been made prior to that.
Right, so now that the Guru's down, Fiendus is off, you now have to contend with pretty much no negation. You know the Glass Souffle, their effect. You know what cards are in hand. An Ash Blossom is pretty much like the last thing that could be in hand. Looks like a K out of Exilence. This would be a great time to activate Ash, so I wouldn't be playing around that for the remainder of the turn. Let's see what they drew. Really just needs something else that can threaten an attack.
Bunch of a Thunder Dragon Roar would be cool.
It would be broken. Hey, what do you know? Oh, God. All right, Thunder Dragon Roar is going to trigger here. Getting dark.
I mean, dark would actually be the best one right now because if he does have a chaos card in hand, he needs to get a dark engrave. It's the only thing currently missing. So if he's able to link these 2 off or get rid of them, put them to the grave, you could see not so much. Yeah, you could see a Chaos Creator play. There'd be 3 different monsters banished, or a Levianeer play.
Chaos Creator or Levianeer basically just literally wins the game at this point. Worst case scenario, you could just Thunder Dragon. Whoa, God.
Oh, no.
So strong, and now it's like the last unknown card in hand has to be Nibiru or bust, honestly. From here you can get a Levianeer, you can get an Eschatos. That fulfills the condition. Are you kidding me? Whoa! Oh my God, that's a good. We have not even performed our normal summon yet.
And this is all being played on the Gozen as well, so he's just gone, all right, I won't go the light route, I'm just going to go pure dark route, and this is going to get you game.
I imagine so. I mean, again, could be a Nibiru, but otherwise... Oh, man. So there's Mothman, summoned off of the Jackalope discard from the activation cost of Melody of Awakening Dragon. Again, have not used our normal summon. From here, we could link summon a... I think of what would be particularly powerful. Link 3 Dark Monster?
BLS?
Yeah, that's a good one. Unicorn, also pretty strong. Bro, wow. God dang. Stop! It's going to trigger both Dark and Unicorn. Goes in match, yeah, and that is going to be the hit. And from here, we can go into access code.
Interesting.
Kabada. I do want to stress from this position, likely win the game.
Petin, summon Petin. So, one judgment of free hand or day, so that if you do, reduce it up by 1.
Thinking real hard about this.
Ah, that's an interesting catch. So, I haven't seen the replay yet, but it looks looks like the pudding cess that was summoned off of. Was it summoned off of itself, or was one Angeli?
The Petiting Sasor summoned the Angeli, which in turn summoned the Petiting Sasor. Their levels aren't screwed up.
Perfect. Cool.
I always miss that when I'm playing this. Alright, they're going to Glass Souffle herself, so it can't be destroyed by access code Talker. And then as resolution, I believe shuffle back this copy of Unicorn. That'll prevent access code Talker from, like, getting in for lethal? Okay, Uni goes back to the extra deck, but any further Link plays will be able to enable broken access code lines.
Let's not forget, there's still Chaos Emperor Dragon and the Enchantment in hand. So that's like
we've got a lot of play left.
Absolutely crazy how this deck is going still.
Wow, and we actually have 2 results already. Titcomb on Salamangrate beat Blue King 3535 on Dinosaur, and Jason Leonard won a Dino Mirror. So there is 1 Salad and 1 Dino in top cut, and if Drop the Mic 04 loses to CX Penagos, we will have 4 different decks in top 4. All right, there's a shot host. This is kind of crusty. If you call Fairy, as we determined earlier, does not have to destroy any copies to get the effect. So if we call Fairy, and of course Glass Souffle is unable to be destroyed because she's protected by her own effect. Oh!
No way! What is this?
Silenced, you have gotta have Nibiru. It's gotta be Nibiru right now, or the game is 1 quadrillion% over.
All of this in a 60 card deck is nuts.
Wait, they banished 10? Oh, I was gonna say, still haven't exhausted their Neos fusion targets. It turns out they have. There's no more Rainbow Dragon.
Oh,
put it back.
Sad day. That would have been quite special, not gonna lie.
But not in a super profitable way. We do still have the Sed. Looks like we might be going for that right now. We've banished a Light and a Dark. Yep, there he is. And we'll activate Hawk's effect. Bring back, or I think we're just going to combat? I mean, the Nibiru.
I mean, there's...
Not one.
You've got to remember that City can negate the first attack, I believe. Yeah.
It can. So we walk in first with Roar. We walk over with Sed and Ashatos. Looks like we're going for Sed first. Hidden City's going to negate. That's fine. That'll trigger the effect of Guru. Also fine. From here, we can walk over the remainder of the board, and then Nemesis in main phase 2 calling Dragon. That'll prevent Fiendus from summoning the Guru again. And this is hard. Okay, there goes Glass Souffle. And they're going to be taking 5,300 as well. We can make a rank 8. Oh god, there's just so much we can do here.
No, there's not enough 8s.
Well, Shatos is a 12 or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just kind of assumed. I was like, oh, 3,000, 2,500, it's 8.
Um,
We are
I
going for a
can't
shot
believe-
host.
Can't believe it
Dragon.
can't even have to destroy it. Absolutely ridiculous if it doesn't.
And that's the end of any Guru line. I think
Nothing else seems
Roar
great.
returns to the hand. That's a dragon too, no? That's correct. But guess what? It can't be destroyed by card effects. Cool. Awesome.
I mean,
Right,
I'm
so-
partly disappointed that these two had to face each other such early on. It would have been nice to see this as like the final, like the most random final in the world. Like, I'd never thought I would see like a thumbnail on PPG of Thunder Dragon Chaos versus GuruDolche Guru. Like, come on.
All right, well, we knew the Hoot Cake was likely going to be summoned. It wasn't summoned last turn, so it was likely in the hand instead of part of that combo. Petting Sasur is going to trigger here. What targets are still in deck? Another Petetting? There's an Angeli, I suppose? Okay, Angeli it is. We'll activate Angeli's effect, pitching herself to get another copy of Petetting. Oh no, going for the Messengelado. We do have access to a Promenade if we so desire. We could normal Fiendus and go into access code? No, we're locked into Dolces because of Petetting Sasur's effect. Oh, Tiramisu's a good one. Again, can't help but feel that Shothouse calling Fairy might have been the play.
Is that face down going to be like an imperm or something crazy?
Oh, we actually know it's a Neos fusion.
Right, yes. Correct.
The Angeli and the Messengelado going back, and I'd imagine probably like the access code and the Ashothouse. Yep. This is cool, but like does not resolve the fact that there's a quadrillion really powerful monsters on the field. Set cards, though, might change the tempo of this game.
Yeah, I mean, Raw leaving the field will get...
So Roar does go back to the hand, right?
I don't...
No, it doesn't. Fuck is permanent? Broken.
So, I mean, if Raw leaves the field, we're going to get a special. I mean, what have we got left? We've got a... I suppose if you get the banish, if you can banish Dragon Dark, you top deck a Chaos Monster.
Looks like they're using the first effect of Roar here. Back, what, Thunder Dragon? Oh, no, Hawk.
Is he going to try and ditch the Hawk to special the Dragon?
Dark, right?
The Raw? Yeah, the Dark. And then get it off the field to search out the Thunder Dragon Fusion, to then activate that to make Titan.
Seems pretty good. Whoa, getting the Thunder Dragon Roar. Do they have a 6 that burns or something? What on earth are they doing?
Beatrice, go.
I've already used Thunder Dragon Roar's effect. Is it Beatrice? That would be crazy. No way.
I like it to. I would love it to be Rogue Sheridan, the vampire, and just start stealing.
Oh yeah, cards. Ampere, let's go. Graveyard real quick. Do they have? God, if they have one more Chaos guy, they can do this. I feel like they just played last turn so poorly. All right. Here comes Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon, once again. God, this card is so strong.
I'm just so surprised that Dark hasn't been banished. I thought it would have been one of the first, just to get you that ad.
Thinking real quick here at the end of main phase 1. set cards. We know one is Promenade. We know one is Final Battle. The other one's going to have to do something with regards to the monsters on field, or else Silenced is just straight up dead, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be... This isn't enough. Because, I mean, he could then risk it. If he wanted to risk it next turn, he just uses Chaos.
Oh my god. I screw it up again. Was the Hoot Cake summoned off of Angeli?
I believe so, yeah.
How do I keep forgetting this? Oh no! Alright, so it looks like they're gonna go down to 300?
But then Chaos Emperor can, if he wanted to, I don't think it's worth it if there's that Promenade in the back row, but Chaos could declare to use his effect.
You might as well try it.
It would leave him wide open.
It gets the Promenade out, right? What is, you get to pick, right? Send as many. Oh, God.
Yeah. So you pay his cost, and then I suppose that's the only plus side, is if by pay, you'd tend to be paying half your life points to out a Promenade.
Might be enough. I mean, as stupid as that is, that might be enough. Alright, they're going to check real quick with the judge. I think just confirming how Angeli works, or if this is under Angeli at all.
I don't see. Must have been shuffled. I can only imagine he's checking the Chaos Emperor effect and how much he has to pay, how much he has to send, because he's in game distance, and all it takes is, you know, I think does Hootcake come back during this end phase?
So Hootcake can still get Messengelato, can get Angeli. So I guess it's sort of extension. This is hard. This is such a difficult board state to navigate. Let's see Cauldron of the Old Man. Can we just wrap this up that way? And let me check the other pairings. There's still another match going.
They think that Hootcake was just normaled, not off of Angeli.
Oh, well, a judge will be able to determine that very quickly.
Ooh, I mean, yeah, it's certainly impressive how aggro the Chaos Dragon deck has been. And I suppose that's another massive thing right now, is that you can technically play Chaos Emperor Dragon because it's online. So until we get Armageddon in a half a month's time.
Right, Farfa is in this game now. And is trying to figure out the situation. I think they're trying to figure out if Chaos Emperor Dragon's effect to send is cost. The answer to this is no. And if Hootcake's effect, or if Hootcake was summoned off of Angeli, it is cost to pay life points, not to send monsters.
Certainly interesting circumstance.
Yeah, this doesn't happen very often, for what it's worth, that you actually get to see the effect of Chaos Emperor Dragon of Armageddon activated. They are going to go for it. This will 100% fiend out the Promenade. You do not have an opportunity. So sending is part of the resolution of the effect, so it will not happen.
How did Raw get to the grave?
He's trying to figure out if it is cost to send monsters on his side of the field to the graveyard, and the answer to that is no. Only cost is paying the life points. So they're going to go down to 4,000. a GuruDolche to the hand. They're getting Patetting Sasur. And then they're thinking in main phase too. What can they go into? What 6-star burns, chat?
So they believe, or the two players currently believe that Hoot was summoned off of Angeli. Everyone else says it was just normal summoned.
I would imagine that both players would not screw this up at the same time.
See how far back I can go.
We actually can't view log, I don't think. Play. Oh, a 3-mat. BLS is a heck of a card for this deck to try and out. However, oh wow, hey, that's pretty good. Trisbane is strong, but won't be able to activate the effect of Roar, I don't think. We've already used the effect to send from hand to graveyard.
Correct.
Is still pretty good. If we can just find a way to get something to a link zone, that is the end of the game.
They are correct. Hootcake was normal summoned.
Ooh.
That's actually massive.
Was attacked twice, but it was not lethal. It was just shy.
Yeah, but it should have been lethal because Hoot wouldn't be on the board, so Xylence would have taken an extra 1500.
How these other games are going.
Huh?
Oh, there is still another game going outside of this.
Wow.
Okay, right.
I mean, 11 minutes left, so...
A normal of Fiendus, activate Fiendus's effect. That'll set the Fiendus. Targeting Hoot! Oh my god, you can target any monster with their second effect. Then they'll use Hidden City to flip up Guru, use Guru's effect. This is close to lethal, if not lethal totally. They'll get Final Battle. They have a Final Battle set. They'll flip up the Hoot. They'll go to Battle Phase. Step they'll activate Final Battle. That puts it to 34. That'll be 900 over. This is more than enough, I believe. With this, oh my god! I feel like that was Musty's game to lose, and he did everything in his power to do so. Jeez, that is extremely frustrating. And from the mismanagement of the Roar effect to the topological Mania with no way to trigger it. Hey everyone, if you're enjoying the coverage of the Pro Play Tour online series, just remember, you can play in one yourself. Every Thursday you can enter our free weekly 64-player tournament with invites to the entire Top Cut. Every Saturday is our weekend championship, where you can enter a YCS-type event with 100% payout and even a cash payout option. The more players, the bigger the prizes. Can't commit time to play in our one-day events? We also host multiple 8-man pods daily, ready to fire on demand on your own schedule. All these events award invites to our free invite-only Players Championship with prizes supplied by our sponsors. For more information, visit ppgeventmanagement.com and come play with the pros.